Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here today, and thank you for sitting here to watch me talk while you could be out here walking. And it's very interesting to see everyone sit down here and to everyone here be curious about what we have to say here. And there's one first thing that I would like to tell you today. And it is that I absolutely love blockchain technology. I love crypto, I love blockchain, I love the way it revolutionizes the world, I love making money with crypto. There are just so many amazing things about blockchain in general and about crypto. The rate of innovation within the crypto space is incredible. With new projects coming up every day almost, like the amount of projects that we have coming up year over year is only increasing. And the amount of smart people and very smart engineers that enter into the Web3 space, into the crypto space, just because they see the potential is absolutely huge. But today, I'm here to talk to you that besides why I love it so much, it's way too complex. Blockchain is way too crazy. It's very difficult to use for a lot of people, and it's difficult to onboard new users. For all of us right here, we probably know how to use crypto. We know how to send money to our friends, and if we want to send it to a bank account, we can send it to a centralized exchange. But for your friends, for your family, getting them into crypto is still a very difficult topic, right? There's a big sentiment around crypto where people think like, hey, crypto is very difficult, I'm staying far away from it. And right now, today, I'm here in front of you to talk to you about how we will change that. How we will make crypto accessible and how we will make it easier to use for everyone. For the developers, for the end users, and for everyone involved. So today I'm presenting you Mango Network. Mango Network is a layer 1 blockchain, and what we are solving with Mango Network is the fragmented blockchain landscape. So from origin, Bitcoin started as a way to transfer digital assets, right? It's a decentralized way to send money from one person to another to rival the centralized banks. And through years and years of innovation and a lot of smart efforts, smart contracts came into play. We started making decentralized applications and very niche specific applications, which is incredibly cool. We started putting code on the blockchain in a decentralized manner. But then it started to become more and more popular, and more people started using it. And through all this popularity, everything started to become more and more expensive, right? So we were using Ethereum in the very beginning, in the early days. We were making smart contracts, and you were like, oh my god, this is so cool. But then you had to pay, $100 in gas fees, and it was like, oh, this is a little bit incredible, like a little bit ridiculous. Like, this is not sustainable to do this for very small transactions. If you want to just send a dollar here or a dollar there, if you want to buy a coffee, it's not sustainable. So as blockchain has started to become more popular, people have started to look at scaling solutions. We all know it, layer 2s, the base, the optimism, the new solutions that started coming out, and even the new chains. We have Solana, there are a lot of other chains coming out, but all of them are putting plasters on the problem that is there already. It's not fundamentally solving it, right? And what this is resulting in, what this is causing, is a very fragmented blockchain landscape. Because it's becoming very complex. Now the top 10, there's a very large number of chains that have started to become popular, right? You have Solana, you have Ethereum, now you have Base, the layer 2 start coming in. You have this very specific chain just for gaming applications. It's all incredibly complex. How do I explain that to my mom? If I want my mom to onboard my mom onto crypto, There's a lot that she has to research, and there's a lot to do to see and learn about it. And that way we will not onboard the next 1 billion users, right? So that's what we're here to solve. So with Mango Network, we are building the ultimate scaling solution by wrapping around all existing blockchains. So instead of building on top of an existing chain and putting a plaster on it, like a layer 2, we are wrapping around all of them, connecting to all of them, and providing you a single point of access both as a developer and as an end user. So you hold a single wallet, and you're able to use through this one wallet and through this one single blockchain, you're able to use your Ethereum, you're able to use your Solana, but not only that, you're also to access your application state, which is a difficult word for saying you're able to access all your smart contracts in all these different blockchains through a Mango network. What does that mean? For a developer, that means that you only write your code once. You write your smart contract once, and then you're able to use and access the liquidity of all these different chains. Right now, what we're seeing is that there are a couple chains with the very high liquidity. For example, Ethereum and Solana has been rising the past couple of years. But what if I want to use data from a different chain? We've seen projects moving back and forth from Solana to Ethereum, from Ethereum to Solana. What is the best chain to go on? What if you had a place where you could access all of that in a single place, basically? And that's what we're building. So with Mango Network, we're solving the liquidity fragmentation and the multi-chain problem by creating an Omni-Chain. So the vision of Mango Network. The vision of Mango Network is fundamentally really simple. To make it really simple for people to use blockchain and to make it really cheap. Because over the years, as I've been saying, Bitcoin has been growing and blockchain has been growing and expanding. It has become slow and expensive. That's what I've been talking about previously, right? Which is the problem that we know as a trifecta. Pick two, it's either you need your security, you need your low cost, and you need your high speed. And it just so happens that in the process of building this Omni-Chain, we actually managed to solve those as well, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So the two core problems that Mango is tackling, the two core problems that we are solving here, is that we solve the blockchain trifecta, and we are also solving the fragmentation in the blockchain landscape, basically. So how do we do that? We're a layer 1 blockchain. We're a modular layer 1 blockchain powered by the Move programming language. I don't know if anyone here has ever heard of the Move programming language. It's a relatively new one on the block. It was originally developed by Facebook. And as we know, from an engineering point of view, Facebook have put out some incredible projects. We know that, for example, from in the AI space, Facebook entered there, created an amazing library. Even front-end libraries, Facebook has a very good track record of creating projects that a lot of people and a lot of developers use. And this is also what they rolled out. And that is what we are building on top of. And then we're providing that in a very modular way, basically. So for all the software engineers on there, there's this concept of a monolith versus microservices. And we are decomposing a blockchain network into separate components. So instead of having a single blockchain as one piece of code, we are decomposing it into several smart contracts that are tying in and looping into each chain separately. That means that it's very easy to hook in new chains. So if in a couple of years' time a new chain comes on the block, it's very easy to integrate that. Of course, we already integrate with all the existing chains, not only all smart contract chains, but also all chains that are not targeted at smart contracts, such as Bitcoin. There's a very large amount of liquidity on the Bitcoin network, but currently it's a little bit locked up. And we are allowing you to access this liquidity on the Bitcoin network through your smart contracts in a very secure way. With this, innovative technical architecture, basically. Currently, what's the status of this project? Right now, we're on DevNet. Very soon, we will be going to testnet. But just to throw some metrics around here, the TPS, meaning the transactions per second, on DevNet right now is around 300,000, as you see on screen here. Just to put that in comparison, for example, Solana, which at one point was considered quite a fast network, had 3,000 transactions per second. So this is a large number faster than Solana. But to put that in comparison even more, Base, the layer 2 for Ethereum, only has 300 transactions per second. So this is an incredible amount faster. But not only does it mean that your transaction goes through like in the blink of an eye, it also means that it's cheap. Because of course, according to the laws of supply and demand, if there's a lot of supply that you can offer, then the price decreases basically. Now, how do we do that? This is our OmniChain architecture basically. So we have a Mango main smart contract, and that is where all your liquidity is stored and where all your state is stored, all your application state. This is your single source of truth. And then we have separate modular contracts that tie into each of the separate chains. So for example, we have an Ethereum smart contract, we have a Binance Smart Chain contract, a Tron contract as you see here, but this is practically infinite. We're able to integrate with any chain or any future chain, so we're very future compatible as well. So this is, again, like a little bit of a view of the application state. So what you're able to do is you're able to quote-unquote bridge over, in a very cheap way, your assets from one chain and use them in a different chain. So right now there are bridging solutions out there. We know layer 0, but it's still relatively expensive and relatively time-consuming. We're able to take that concept and put it on steroids basically. So you're able to put your Ethereum and your Bitcoin and your Solana and all your other assets in the Mango network, and then use it from a single wallet, from a single smart contract. And it also means that as an application developer, you're able to access all that liquidity in a unified liquidity pool, which for the project founders under us, I think that is quite a cool thing actually. Now, I've talked about this a little bit previously, but the modularity concept. So instead of building a monolithic blockchain network, we are building a modular blockchain network, where the execution, the settlement, and the consensus data availability are like in separate modules. I see that I'm running out of time here, so I'll be going through the rest like relatively quickly. And we also have our booth out here, so if you want to talk to me, come talk to me. But we are able to execute transactions in parallel with high efficiency. And the reason we're able to do this is because of the security of the Move language, basically, the smart contract language, because it is specifically designed for blockchain applications and with security in mind, where all your assets are first-class citizens. Your money is very important, and it's not just treated as like a floating point number, as it would be a Solidity. It's a first-class citizen that we're able to, keep secure for you, basically, with a lot of technical features, and I won't dive into those right now, but you can definitely talk to me about those. Then, from a security point of view, here a quick comparison about Solidity versus Move. Why would you use one over the other? Safety, to me, is very important. Safety is something we don't always think about, because we're very optimistic, but safety at the end of the day is very important. And if you're working with this amount of liquidity, you need to put a good amount of consideration into safety. We're fully audited, and then we have a roadmap. So I talked to you before that we're on DevNet right now. Testnet will be coming out soon, and then we're working on launching mainnet as well. Besides all of this, there's actually one really cool thing that I want to talk to you about as well, is if you like money, we're giving away $1,000. So we're having two different campaigns. We're having a Galaxy campaign, and also if you come to our booth, take a picture, put it on Twitter, you will be entered into a separate competition as well. And besides that, we're also giving out roles for the OGs in our community. So the big thing that we're focusing on now is building our community and growing our developer network by hosting developer hackathons and getting onboarding people. So right now we are looking for developers and we are looking for projects to work together to make this into a reality. So if that sounds interesting to you, come to our booth. We're at the main entrance in the main hallway, and come talk to me. Thanks a lot for your attention.